I think it's kind of crazy. Okay, because here's the thing is what I think is crazy. And do you realize, and I didn't do it on purpose. I did not release and edit videos on purpose, but it just so happens that like we were talking about Easter in a event that happened on Easter, and it was the week before Easter.
What was the week before Easter?
We were talking about how your kids got taken away. The last time you saw your kids was on Easter, and that was the week of Easter.
Yeah.
And then this week I released a video that we recorded a month ago.
Yeah. I know what you mean. Yeah.
About being a mother, and it's Mother's Day.
I really don't like Mother's Day. It's like the saddest day of the year for me. Harder than Christmas, harder than any of them. I have gone to church on Mother's Day. I just don't like it because I know that they're doing these big things, these big presentations, and I know it doesn't apply to me.
It does apply to you.
I feel sad. I'm not there yet.
Oh, you will.
There are people that like to keep me in that position of not feeling motherly. You know, there are lots of things that have gone on through my sobriety, through these last 10 years that have just, you know, proven that a lot of people that know me or people that don't know me, but when they hear this kind of a thing, you know, there are going to be a lot of people that don't have any compassion about it. And I have taken that on. I don't have compassion for myself when it comes to this area of my life, and I'm working on it.
Yeah,
I am.
I know.
That's all I can do.
Well, I pray every day that, I mean, it'll be interesting to see what happens a year from now, because I really think that this is your year. I really do. And I'm not the only one. I don't want to throw out names here because I don't want to put people on the spot, but there are other people that are in your life, and we are declaring that
you guys talking about me and I don't even know who are these people.
That we're declaring that this is the year that, you know, of healing for you and restoration. And
listen, I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be sitting here doing this if I didn't think this
right. That's what I'm saying is I really think that, I mean, I know that like, okay, I have like this vision of, and it all started with you. I know that it started with you because I was like, I just felt this push that, that you wanted to get your story out there, but the means of it happening just,
It's so funny because I've never shared that with anyone. Do you know what I mean? Like no one knew that.
Well, I know that now, but
I know, but I think it's just really funny. I think it's just so amazing and awesome.
But I think it has all to do with that. This is the time for your restoration. You know, this is the time for, and it doesn't have to be like, when I say that, it doesn't have to be like this all-consuming epiphany happening, like fireworks, like that type of thing, and like all is healed, right? That doesn't have to happen. What I think is going to happen is there's going to be some healing in your heart.
Yeah, that's what I really want. I want that because I already know through prayer that the rest of the things that I desire will never really come to fruition until I'm in a place of actually being able to be that mother to my children in whatever capacity that is permitted. But holding on to all of this stuff has really just sort of caused a handicap, because even when I did have some restoration with my children, it didn't work because I wasn't emotionally there. Not to say I didn't want it, I did, but I was so careful in how I spoke and how I acted and how I behaved. And it was just it wasn't authentic.
Yeah.
Because again, it comes back to that root of feeling that I don't have any rights. in motherhood.
Yeah.
And that comes across,
Yeah.
you know.
Well, I'm praying for healing on that one.
Thank you. Yeah, because I know that it's just been a protection that has been put in place by myself. Like, you know, I've learned how to do that since I was a kid. I know how to sever.
A lie from the pit.
I know.
No.
I know. I mean, I know that here.
Yes. I mean, when I know that when people say it to you, it's like you understand it and you can comprehend it, but to really feel it and to
embrace it and accept it and believe it, it's a whole nother thing.
Yeah. Because it is. It is a lie from the pit of hell.
Yeah, it's so much, to be honest. It's just, there's just so much, because it's like there's this motherly part of me that just wants to go kick down doors and just, you know, force the situation. Like, these are my damn children and I do have a right. But then there's another part that knows that that could cause a lot more damage on top of the damage. And it's like, I can't go around being reckless just because of my emotions. And it's so hard to really keep that in check all of the time, you know? I mean, when I look back on it, I'm so grateful that I was extradited. I am. And I know that it saved my life more than just my physical life. Mm-hmm. It saved my eternal soul. It saved everything about my existence and my ability to live in a wonderful life now. And that's always a hard thing to navigate too. Being happy. You feel guilty being happy when you have 3 missing pieces of your heart somewhere else. It's hard. It's hard to justify at times, you know?
Yeah.
It is. But I know that God has given me a responsibility to expose the truth about addiction and to finally break through those judgments that we put on mothers who are in addiction. We put on, you know, women who do certain things to maintain that lifestyle, whatever. We have our opinions that don't really have anything to do with fact. Mm-hmm. And the fact is that every person alive deserves the chance for restoration, rehabilitation, the mental health care, everything that people have in a normal everyday life. Everyone deserves that, even more so if they're not. Who's going to show them there's another way? Who's going to ever show people that there's hope? Who's going to do that? We're so busy living our daily lives and getting ours that we forget that there are people hurting, hopeless, heartbroken, completely lost, and just want to die. People need to know that there is hope and that there is life after addiction, and you can live it all out. And it's not always beautiful and perfect, but it's worth it.
Yeah.
It's worth it. And I struggle every day. I don't fight with desires to get high, because I mean, honestly, whenever I think about it, I can't even believe I lived that life. It seems so crazy and foreign to my mind. I never have an urge to get high, drinking, none of that stuff. It's never that. My battle is in accepting myself and accepting my mistakes, mm-hmm. and walking through it and finding the positive in all of it. And it's not easy when you have people that help you to feel ashamed.
Yeah.
And it will happen through these ones here. They will bring out that stuff.
Yeah.
And I know that. And I'm going to be prepared and
you are
praying through it.
You have tools that you can use to prepare.
Yeah. I'm just not going to hide anymore about it. I just can't. It has held me hostage, and it's like as if I didn't do anything. I haven't come out of it yet if I continue to just allow that to keep me hiding. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, what is my recovery really for if I'm not sharing it, and if I'm not really making a difference with it? What is it for? And that's what it's for. You know?
Yeah, I do know. I do know.
And so that's my point. That's my mission.
I know. It was just like, it's like a beautiful statement from you though. Like, what is my recovery for if not to share it?
It's not for me alone. It's not.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
Oh yeah? You need to decompress, do you? This is a little intense for you today?
I know. I know. I didn't.
What are you making for dinner?
I forgot to ask you.
Don't ask me. I don't have anything planned.